So hello, my name is Julian Garrity. I'm the creative director on The Crew. And when we revealed The Crew at E3, we talked about the massive open world, the recreation of the states, and the customization options, as well as the seamless multiplayer online features. And today at Gamescom, what we're doing is we're showing a little bit more detail about the RPG features. So here we've just joined two players who are driving around a mine in New York State, and they're doing a little skill, a 20-second challenge that they're doing together. So we've got two players racing around, and the idea of this skill is to stay as precisely as possible on this line. And we can use any part of our environment to do that. Now, our main player, Paul, is driving a dirt version, a dirt class, if you will, in RPG terms, of his Camaro. Now, he's just finished it. He got a bronze medal, got some cash, got some XP, and even got a part. Now that part, what we're going to do is we're going to go back up to the satellite view, fast travel to New York, and with fast traveling, and that's going to be a function that's available to people to use once they've unlocked it, because we want to keep people in the game. Now, what's waiting for us in New York? There's the HQ, and the HQ is our RPG hub. And this part that we've just won, we're going to apply it directly onto this car, this current vehicle that we're driving, which is a little bit like your character in an RPG. So we'll grab that part, we'll strip the body away, we'll go see inside the engine, the MotoCorp. We can play around with that, we'll apply this new part, we'll see how it affects our performance. You can see that it's doing us some good, and we can even play around with that. See how the engine's working, see how the physics, the chassis reacts to this new part. And we can do that with every single one of the 11-part puzzle that each car is composed of. So it doesn't only allow us to have the aesthetic options, but also the performance options. Now that we've done that, we're going to slip back to another character class. We're going to choose the Camaro again, but in terms of a street car. Now, street cars are great in terms of handling, and they have a decent enough speed to allow you to be really competitive during street races and asphalt races in general. So we're going to take the same model of the car, if it's available, la Camaro Street. And there it is, and you can see it's lower. It's not as wide, it's not as high up, it doesn't have the same sort of tires or chassis on it too. Let's do a little bit of a aesthetic customization, maybe with the rims. These rims are cool, but I think we can find something just a tad fancier. There you go, happy with that. Let's go for it. Let's go out and maybe do a skill in New York. Maybe a slalom skill, something that people haven't seen. Reckless driving, in effect, streets of Brooklyn. So there are the skills popping up, different challenges, different events. There are hundreds and hundreds of different skills and hundreds of different races, thousands of collectibles. This world is packed with different things to look and see and do together or by yourself, of course. So they're still driving together, and this skill is a slalom skill. Each gate. Now, I've seen a lot of people play this and just bomb as fast as possible. That's not the way to get the best scores. The best way to get the best scores is to control exactly your trajectory. So it's that sweet spot between avoiding traffic, handling, and speed, knowing when to hit the throttle. Again, 20 seconds, multiplier keeps going up. We just finished it, rewarded with cash, XP. Cash is going to be used to buy new cars, buy parts. XP is going to be used to level up your player for progression, and even got a new part. But instead of applying that part, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how we can even skip going to the HQ to change your car. We're going to open up the smartphone and choose a different class of vehicle, a raid class of vehicle. Now these are inspired by Paris-Dakar vehicles. and they're built for punishment. And the next race that we're going to do is all about complete creative off-road. It's located in the Midwest. I think it's just north of St. Louis. It's not just north of St. Louis, it's quite a drive away from St. Louis. There goes my geography of the United States. We use the satellite, the fast travel again, because if we were to drive there, it would take about an hour and a half, which is fun to drive. And there we go. 2 cars, this is pure race, completely off-road. Each checkpoint is separated by about 30 seconds, 40 seconds, but you can imagine an endurance race, something that's much, much bigger, which will have a lot more potential for creative off-road driving. You trying to find the path to this next checkpoint that's 5 or 10 minutes away. And that sort of thing is definitely possible with a world as big as ours and as varied as ours. So from city streets to an off-road mine with dirt tracks, here we're doing something that's completely off-road. On streets, through dividers, oncoming traffic. There you go. So the Crew is exclusive to next-gen and high-end PC, so Xbox One, PS4, and PC, and it's coming out early 2014.